Hi everyone, today I'm doing one of my stock battles, so a stock versus stock. I'm going to kind of give my opinions on both stocks, which I would be more inclined to invest in, and also any future plans or long term if I'd invest in both of them. So to make it clear, previously I have been invested in Ferrari. It was a big investment of mine in 2016. I invested in quite low down, I think it was about $80 per share. It wasn't too long after its IPO. And then 2017, and then I sold out about 110ish is where I sold out, so I made quite a bit of a nice profit on Ferrari. Tesla, I've never been invested in Tesla, and I'll probably say a few reasons why when I go into this video, and then I'll obviously tell you which stock I prefer right now, because obviously a lot can change in a year, 2 year. So a bit of backlog about our story about each stock in case you're not aware. Ferrari currently develops a lot of supercars, very expensive cars. Ferrari cars pretty much limit their production quite down to a manageable amount and can increase. So let's just say, for example, I can't remember the exact figure, but Ferrari make about 300 cars a year. Making 300 cars a year, and then maybe next year they increase that to 306. Ferrari have a nice increase in their revenue just because they just put out another couple of cars, and Ferrari have a big waiting list for people trying to buy Ferraris. They also kind of like check your background as well when you're purchasing a Ferrari, as well as doing that second-hand retail sales of Ferrari cars, and they're more valuable because there isn't many being produced. So it's quite valuable having a Ferrari, and I think that's one of the reasons, apart from obviously having a Ferrari, is why Ferrari are quite in demand when buying like a supercar. Tesla's owned by Elon Musk, who has had many previous great companies that he's sold on. Tesla is currently not profitable. It is very close to being profitable, which will be very interesting to see in the coming months. Tesla has had previous models. They have a lot of future plans. You might have seen it with the first kind of like electric lorry. Very electric car focused, it's all they produced. They've recently brought out the Model 3, which is going to be the model that is supposed to take them beyond now and supposed to mass produce it. The problem with Tesla is that they're supposed to be producing about 5,000 of these cars, and they're currently producing about 3,000, which has currently left Elon Musk recently, that's been in the news, is sleeping over on like the Tesla work floor factory to try and help get these productions through so they can meet figures. But recently on the earnings call, it was pretty decent, to be fair, and we should see Tesla quite soon make profit if they can keep up with the demand of production cars that they should be doing. So that's kind of the backstory on both of them. So going through it now, PE on Ferrari is 40. Tesla doesn't currently have an earnings per share ratio because it does not make profit. The target, so to give kind of like a round view on it, the target for Ferrari is to get to $138 per share. It had got there, I think it's just slightly dropped below it. So it's kind of pretty much where the analyst target is at right now. Tesla is 305, and I think Tesla is just sitting under that. I think it's about 302, so it's quite close to it as a recording this video. So they're both kind of where the targets are for analysts, so they're not kind of expecting them to go anywhere, and they're not kind of expecting them to drop down at all. It's overvalued. So it kind of says that if you're in a position to kind of hold it, and maybe it's not a great time to buying these companies, but like I say, that's what the analysts are saying. I'll talk about my opinion in a little bit. Ferrari's earnings per share increased by 11%, which is a nice double-digit growth. Tesla don't have earnings per share because they don't make profit. Sales on Ferrari increased by 7%. That's probably one of the reasons why I didn't invest in Ferrari this year. I thought that was a little bit low. The year that I was in, I think sales were increasing in the double figures, which was really good. As you know, I kind of only go for companies that increase their sales by double digits. So that's one thing that actually did put me off Ferrari investing this year in them. Tesla, their sales increased by 40%, so we can see there's a big massive difference here between the sales increase at the moment. So kind of my opinion on them all and which would I prefer. Well, start off with Ferrari is a very safe company to be investing in my opinion. It's a lot safer than this company. and if I kind of wanted a kind of peaceful time, I'd be investing in Ferrari. But if you're a lot of a young investor, you are, I think, looking for a lot more growth companies. So if I was kind of just wanted a nice time, I'd probably go for Ferrari and make sure they're pulling out a double-digit revenue increase year. So I probably wouldn't have chosen them this year. Tesla, if I was a younger investor, which obviously I am, I would be more inclined to go into Tesla. The thing that puts me off is Tesla currently don't make profit, which is something that I would be looking at. I don't really like to get into companies that don't make profit, and they probably need to kind of look for some more funding to try and get the production of this Model 3 going. But the good thing of Tesla is they've not really advertised any of the cars yet, and there's a waiting list so long to get a Model 3, which is a really good sign. So for me, I would not invest in either of these stocks right now. If I had to choose one, I'd probably be more inclined to race a Ferrari. But if I saw Tesla start to match Model 3 orders, back-to-back profits like they said they would do, kind of getting to where the production was scheduled to get to of Model 3, I would definitely start choosing Tesla over Ferrari towards the back end of this year. Tesla is one of the stocks that I'm currently keeping an eye on because of that. I only tend to go for stocks that make profit. There's only one company I've ever invested in which never made that weren't making profit at the time. But kind of like the growth side on this is insane, like you see with 40%. So it could be worth just keeping an eye on Tesla. So that's kind of my opinion on them both, guys. Ferrari right now, by the end of the year, it could be Tesla. It just has to see, but I would not certainly put Ferrari as a massive choice right now because I think it's pretty much fair value. It's not undervalued. So guys, those are my kind of opinions about Ferrari and Tesla. Let me know what you think about them both, and I'll do another stock battle at some time. Guys, give the video a like. Thanks for all the subscribers recently, and I'll see you soon.